Hello, I'm that James guy, and today we're going to try to fix Betty's wheels and tires again. This is round three. Round three, I thought I had it licked, thought I got it, but then as I drove the car, it's funny, every time you get tires or rims fixed on a car, you think it's good. It's like this emotional perception you get with new parts on a car, tires, that you think, hey, it's fixed. I'm gonna say they're smooth. And then like a couple trips later and you're like, no, vibration is still there. So vibration is still there. What I did is I took it back to Cal Tire and said, look, vibration, just take a look at it. You guys just put new tires on. And what they ended up finding is a bent rim on the front axle. So on, I think it was the left front steer tire had a bent rim, or so they told me. They used it as what they called a learning experience. Normally they want to put the most bent rims on the right rear corner of the car, but it wasn't. The crazy thing to me, and the reason I didn't even look at the front rims to be bent, is because normally when you have a bent rim on the front of a car, you feel it in the steering wheel. You go down the road and you'll start getting a shake in the steering wheel. This car, BMW, does not do that when you have a bent rim on the front. So just be aware of that. Must have great front suspension or something, because even with a bent rim, the steering wheel was dead solid, which is why I didn't even look there. So they have been rotated so that the bent rim is no longer at the front left. It's at the front, at the right rear corner. And we're going to check it out. We're going to jack it up just like we did last time. We're going to put a hammer up beside it and rotate the tire, and let's just see if it is in fact bent. And this time I'm going to send it out for repair. So let's get the car in the shop and get right to it. I got the car jacked up now, so both rear wheels are in the air. And just like last time, I've got this hammer sitting here, and I'm going to line the camera up with it, kind of so the edge of the hammer is touching the edge of the rim. Not touching it, but lined up with it. I'm going to turn the tire, and we're going to see if we can identify any out of round on the rim. And if the tire shop's telling the truth, this one is super bad. So we'll see. Okay, here we go. You can see I've got it very close to the hammer. Is that a tight spot there? Look how tight that gets, right there. Also, the edge of the rim is pretty mangled. Yeah, the gap widens up there and gets closer there. Yeah, so there is a bit of a bend to this rim. We'll send this one off and see just how bad it is and if it can be fixed. Let's go to the other side now. Okay, now we're on the driver's side rear rim. We'll see if we can detect any out of roundness on this one. Is that tight right there? Lines up with it, and then there's a gap as we move it away. I don't know. This seems pretty tight. This seems pretty close. And I know this isn't scientific. I don't really see anything here. Yeah, I don't really see anything here on either side. Maybe we could see a little bit of bend in the rim on the passenger side. But that's okay. Tire shop said they're bent. I'm going to have to believe them. So I'm going to send these two rims out. We're going to just pull them off real quick here. Put them in the back of the Mazda. And hopefully it won't take more than a few days to get those things fixed, because I won't have a car in the meantime. I just got my rims back from New Bright, the local rim straightener vendor, and holy cow, the guy said the one rim was so bent that it took him like 2 hours to fix it. So this is a lesson to all of you. Do not listen to what I say when it comes time to measuring rim run out, because clearly I don't know how to measure that. Became very clear to me that rims never, ever bend on the outside, at least not very much. So if you check the rim run out like I did with the hammer beside the wheel, it's not going to tell you anything, because that's where the spokes on the rim go. They go to the edges there where it's the strongest. The rim's always going to bend on the inside. So yeah, always measure it on the inside. As you can see here, you're going to want to, that's where you're going to see the bend. Anyway, the guy at New Bright said they were 200 thousandths of an inch out of round. The one rim was. That's 5 millimeters. It's like, I would have for sure saw that had I measured the inside of the rim with a hammer. It would have been really obvious, like I just showed you how to do. So wheels are back on, just got to lower the car, tighten it up, and then I'm going to drive it and see if everything is a-okay finally, and I don't have to think about this problem anymore. I'm out for my first run with the straightened rims on her, and I'm about to hit the piece of road that I thought it was smooth, and then it hit this piece of road, and then I, you know, realized that something was still wrong with Betty. So here we go. The speed limit here is 80 kilometers per hour, 50 miles an hour, but everybody goes way faster. You can probably get it up to at least 100, 110 here for a little bit without worrying too much. So there's 80. There's 90. And at 100 was when the noise started coming in. The buzzing noise. Remember the buzzing noise? And there's 100. Oh man. Go up to 120 here. Hope there's no police officers nearby. Oh! Okay. It was a bent rim all along. So there's a couple things I've learned here. Number one, when you're checking the rotation, the out of roundness of the rim, you do it on the inside, not the outside. Where I thought that the Nokian Nordstrom Solstices were out of round, you know, by the little hop in the tire that I found, that was actually the bend in the rim on the inside. That was, the outside was fine, and the inside, you can see it kind of moving in that strange way. That was the bent rim. I should have known right there and then that I needed to check the inside of the rim. So disregard everything I've said about checking rims until this video. This is now how you check rims. A couple interesting things though. When the bent rims were on the front of the car, it showed up as a hop where I could feel the car move at lower speeds, like a little hop, 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 physically moving. But at higher speeds, there was no vibration. So obviously the balancing of the rim and tire took that all out. When we moved the bent rims to the back of the car, it changed where the hop wasn't there, but the vibration became present. Starting at about 70 kilometers an hour, maybe 40 miles an hour, all the way up to, you know, 110. Actually above 110 kilometers an hour, it's about 70 miles an hour. It actually smoothed right out. So when I drove up to Kamloops a couple weeks ago, where the speed limit's 120, and I was going 130 the whole time, it was perfectly smooth. So at higher speeds, the balancing of everything kind of just takes it all out, and you're good to go. But now that the back rims are straight, this thing is smooth as butter. And I'm not just saying that this time. This is for real. This is the way I want this car. So I am very happy. That noise that I thought was tire noise, gone. So there you go. Bent rims cause weird buzzing noises as well. Who knew? Probably everybody, but I'm just a Bush League amateur right here. So yeah, I'm really happy. Hats off to New Bright. They're not paying me to do this. They straightened it. The guy said this is the last time this rim can be fixed, because it's been refinished once. There's not much material left. If we were to refinish them again, there's no way it would happen. So next time it'll have to either be a replacement BMW rim or rims or aftermarket. But hats off to them. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day on this issue. So if you found this useful or at least mildly entertaining, please like the video, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.